Good morning, farmers and prospective farmers. Welcome to Ristera Poultry Farm. Um, this is a poultry farm within Kajiado Township where we have stocked kienyeji or indigenous chicken, and also the biggest batch is dominant breed and also the kienyeji breed, the normal curry kienyeji breed. So I'm just going to show you where these all are. And yesterday we had a heavy downpour of around 7 hours, and also yesterday was the day when we were relocating our chicks to the main chicken area. So I'm going to show you how I secure my poultry house in the evening or at night, because I'm somewhere with very strong winds and also from any other harsh weather condition within the area. This is my poultry house. I've made it in 2 decks, the lower deck and the upper deck. So this ideally can hold up to 500 birds. It's not up to capacity. It's almost getting to capacity because I have I already have around 400 and so flock, and I'm just going to show you around how this place will be, or how this place is. What you're seeing up in front of the fence is a man-made scarecrow. We do this because we have a lot of wild birds and these other birds, flying birds, which come around and have or they share our chicken feed with our chickens. We don't want that because they come with other diseases which, it is hard for us to control. So we made a small man-made scarecrow, and apparently when we put a trouser on the scarecrow, that's when it works best. But let me just get... I said these are 2 decks. You can see the lower deck, how it is, and the upper deck. So we put a fence so as to restrict movement of persons into the poultry house. So anybody going here has to disinfect their hands and their feet. I'm just going to take you around so that you can see what's happening. In between this, there is an iron sheet. This iron sheet helps with the chicken poop from the upper deck. And down here we have laying nests or laying boxes. So any person cannot, or the person collecting the eggs don't have to go inside their house unless they are putting the feeds and the drinks, and which are also working to see how they're going to be. So let's open one of these laying nests to see how it is. So as you can see, they have some partition in every section. It has 3 partition like that. Down here I put sawdust. Looks like the cockerel or the jaguars, they're already working on the hens. So yesterday we secured this place with these sacks because as I said, we had a very heavy downpour, not a usual downpour, and we were scared our new chicks, which we had relocated in this area, will be suffering from cold and things like that. Nevertheless, I think I just I peeped on my small chicks, which are already now at grower stage, and they seems all to be okay. But we shall be administering some organic medication in order to cure coccidiosis, because I've seen some early signs of coccidiosis within the chicken poop. Okay guys, it's now around 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to make some feeds because as of yesterday we were running out of feeds. We're going to make almost 500 kgs of feeds, and after that, when I open this this tent, then I'm going to show you how the inside looks like. As you can see, that's my farm manager. Is just taking up the tent, which we drop it at night. As I told you before, this is to prevent the chicks and the flock from any harsh weather condition. I'll take you closer to this picture when we are feeding it for the morning in a short while. Down there, as you can see, there is a small clipboard. The reason is the bottom part on the left was being used for the large flocks, and we had opened that small bottom line so that the big chickens can peek out and eat through the trough over there. But we are planning to close it, not with a clipboard, with a small chicken wire after feeding the chickens, so that at least they can they can get some good fresh air. So this is the broken wheat I'm using for my poultry feed as an ingredient. I'm substituting maize, and right now I have an extra consignment of around 400 kilos, which I'm willing to sell to other farmers. So guys, you need to place your orders. Minimum order is 50 kg per kilo. The cost or the price per kilo of the broken wheat is 20 shillings, exclusive of delivery. So the delivery cost to your nearest town from Kajiado is on you. This is one of the ingredients, and I will show you the others when we are making the groas mash. Right now we are mixing groas mash, and we'll start by mixing the concentrate and then add the other things. We'll use 25 kilos of this concentrate to make 100 kilos of groas mash. So our dominant flock is at 1 month, 2 weeks and 3 days now. That is 6 weeks and 3 days. I'll show you the size, how they look like when they are that age, but I think substituting the broken wheat with the maize has really helped them in gaining their weight. So right now we're just mixing 50 kilos of chick mash. We're using the Viminera concentrate. I'll post a link and a picture to it. And then once we mix 50 kg bag of chick mash, we also want to start them off gradually on groas mash. So we'll mix we'll make feeds for groas mash, because we will be taking them to groas mash in the next 2 weeks or so, fully on groas mash. But right now we'll just start a portion of chick mash, which is for the first day we'll do 2/3 of chick mash, a third of groas mash. On the second day we'll do half, and on the third day we will take 2/3 of groas mash, a third of chick mash, and then from fourth day we'll take them fully to groas mash. That's how you're required to take them through from chick mash to groas mash and groas mash to layers mash. So they will be on groas mash until we see the first egg of the flock, of the dominant flock, and then apart from that we'll after we've seen the first egg, then we will put the cockerels or the jogos on groas mash, as we put the hens on layers mash, so as to make sure that these cockerels or the jogos, they are ready, or they have the necessary weight for either breeding or any other aspect. farmers, there are some bad news. We lost some birds because lately where they were congested. Just finished the second batch of relocation. As you can see, it was some tiresome work going after the dominant chicks. They are very flighty. So there is one which is outside the house, and it's proving to be a hard task catching it, but definitely we'll catch it. Don't worry about that. Almost 1:15 noon. The weather is not that good, as you can see. It's almost raining. Yesterday we received rainfall for almost around 6 to 7 hours. It was a heavy downpour. I just want to show you how the relocation was. We are still doing some final touches in terms of setting up the drinkers. So let me take you guys for a short show. The first lot. In here we have this breed called, mostly it's the Colombian Leghorn. All white and pretty. And this now they are, as you can see, these birds, they are very big, but they are 1 month and 2 weeks. Actually they are 1 month, 2 weeks and 3 days old. But then they are very big, they are like 2 months old. So the secret is in the feeds. We have the Kanga-like curry is the Badrock, and we have also the salmon Sussex, and we also have the Partridge D300, and we have also the cross between the Leghorn and the Partridge D308. So this is another section whereby we have a good number of chicks still under dominant. We are going to take down the shed in the next 5 minutes because we are going to receive some rainfall in the next few minutes. In this third section, we do have a mix of the Badrock, a mix of the dominant Partridge D300. We have the Salmon Sussex, we have the Colombian Leghorn, and we also have the mix between the Badrock and the Colombian Leghorn. So as you can see down here, we have only hens, which are mueras. These are mueras. They are all known as hens. Down up here, it's a mix of cockerels, jogos, and some number of mueras, which are the hens. And here it's the same. It's mostly jogos and a few hens. So as you can see, guys, I put sawdust here so that the chicken droppings cannot spoil my iron sheets. As you can know, the chicken poop has some ammonia concentration, and that one has been known to spoil iron sheets when the time goes on. So the rain is here, hello. So we need to wind up, drop down the curtain, and we'll talk to you later.
Nafasi